Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading on into the drone newsroom. All the drone news you'd ever want to know about, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Sills. What's happening, Jeff?
Howdy. Well, tonight's drone news is brought to you by GPC Custom Drone Cases, providing you with the highest quality professional cases so your investment is always protected when it's not in the air. Custom cases also available by request. GPC, designed for life. Be original, be blue. Use discount code TNL10 for a 10% discount on all purchases at goprofessionalcases.com. Link in the description.
Yes, and of course, right after the news, I'll be giving away 3 of these GPC SD card. It'll be over there. These SD card holders, they're really cool. So, what do you got, Jeff, for us?
All right. So, first in the news, DJI FPV drone battery photos recently showed up, I guess, in Chinese social media. These images were I guess, leaked out. But it looks like, based on what you're seeing here, is that, you know, some of these batteries are already available to be purchased, at least, I guess, in China, in a retail setting. But of interest is the fact that it has the DJI branding on it, and it has the rubber connector to
this
over and
this
plug
is
into the
apparently
drones.
for the DJI FPV quad that's soon to come out. You know DJI is huge in our industry if a battery picture makes the news. Right?
The battery looked a little big though for an FPV drone. I mean, I guess there was nothing to scale it next to, but didn't it look more like an Inspire battery or something sitting there?
It is.
Well,
I can tell you that I've held one, and it's about the size of the palm of your hand, a little bit smaller, but it's.
Gosh, when I think of FPV, I just think everything's all about weight and balance and the aerodynamics, and that just looks big. I mean, I guess there could be a big FPV drone, but
well, I mean, this is a 6S FPV quad, and the battery is a lot of weight on it. So
yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, you got to have that, otherwise it won't go.
No.
All right, so next we have some video footage out of California, recently off of Dana's Point, the sort of the whale watching capital of the world. 2 gray whales, a mother and their calf, came to the surface to everybody's delight. Somebody got this great video with their drone of the whales coming to the surface.
Oh, man.
Cool. Super cool.
I wish there was a boat or somebody in the water for scale. Oh, well, okay. There you go. Sort of. Look at that.
Yeah, gray whales are good-sized whales.
Wow.
That's cute.
Super cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, great video footage. And also, we had some other drone footage out of, I guess, Eden. Eden's whale is... this one is sort of a unique video because it captures the whale in an eating frenzy.
Whoa, man.
Wow.
The fish are just jumping in his mouth. How?
Wait.
What?
What is happening?
Why would they?
Is that really how it works?
Would they just jump in his mouth?
Yeah,
No,
the video
that doesn't make
shows
sense.
the video shows the whale keeping its mouth open along the water surface, and a school of fish are actually swimming into it without realizing that it's a trap. So the fish don't realize that they're jumping into a whale's mouth, and that's how it sits there and feeds.
That is so
Pretty cool.
Wow.
That is really cool. Didn't learn something.
Yeah.
Smart whale. I mean,
that's how Ken eats too. It's very, very similar
yeah,
to that.
that's true. I just like this, and I hope that the Cheetos jump into my mouth.
Oh gosh. All right. So CES 2021, we're still getting little bits and pieces of great new stuff out of there. A French drone manufacturer, Icarus Swarms, announced their new UAS product line targeting security and emergency first response industries.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Drone swarm.
Yeah, the drone swarm concept is becoming more and more popular, and especially with the proof of concept with the drone displays, that we saw, and the coordination that could be done with those. Being able to use these drone swarms is very enticing, not only to the military but also to police departments throughout the world.
I gotta say, that's just not cool. That's not cool. You know why it's not cool?
No.
Because It's Swarm. It's Swarm.
I don't get it.
Swarm drones. It's not cool.
Yeah.
It's Swarm.
Oh, it's warm. Oh, yeah.
Couple of those. Sorry for the. That's a joke grenade. You pull the pin, you throw it, then you wait. All right. Back to you in the newsroom, Jim.
All right. So DJI recently also released, I guess it's a video showreel highlighting some of the most jaw-dropping shots captured during 2020, and this is for you guys.
Okay.
Our worlds got smaller, while distances seemed
Well, if they don't include the battery, I'm out.
But every story has its heroes. No matter how long the journey may
What
take,
is this? Just promotional video? It's not for any specific product.
to emerge.
Yeah,
It's just like, hey, look at us, we're
showcasing the
DJI.
Up to an unprecedented
I got you.
Yeah, it's showcasing the technical capabilities of their products, and it's sort of a 2020 showreel.
be together.
Well, that's cool.
If this year has taught us anything, it's that we can't do it alone.
Okay, and it's about 23 minutes long, so we can't shoot it.
Yeah. That's it. Got it.
Thanks, DJI.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, and next one is just for you, Ken, because I know that you absolutely love passenger vehicles. So with the eHang and Volocopter and other companies making such a big kind of jump into the market, GM has unveiled that Cadillac wants to make their flying.
Okay.
First foray into aerial mobility. We are preparing for a world where advances in
So that's
and autonomous
clearly not
personal
real,
travel possible.
right?
Where do you go in there? Like, where do you stand? Do you sit? How,
I think you sit.
I don't know if Jeff and I would fit in there together.
Yeah.
You got any more information about this CGI Wonderland?
Well, I mean, it's again something that's concept. It's a one-passenger configuration, and they're going along the basis of challenging like eHang and these other companies to be able to make a mobility unit. So again, this is going to be something that's an autonomous system, more than likely, that will take you from point A to point B.
Oh, hold on.
Not going to have this.
Someone's at my Jetson door. Yes, hello? Okay. Yeah, they're telling me that we can't use this unless we ourselves are computer generated. So. I love all these companies that have these wish things like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I can see the meeting at
And a lot of money went into this, too.
Oh yeah,
by the
you
way.
can see the meeting at Cadillac. All right, we don't want to be left behind. We got all these other companies that look cooler than we are because they got these passenger drones.
Yeah.
We got to get on the line here.
Yeah.
Now we don't, of course, have the budget to actually make one. Can we make a computer one and then pretend it's real? We can do that. All right, good. Okay, we're good. They're just wishing. Make it look cool. Yeah. That'll never happen. I'm pointing to the stands and I'm saying you'll never see that.
I'm kind of with you on that one.
Throw that on the wish pile. Yeah.
Especially single person autonomous. Like I'm really weird. I don't know if I could hop in something that it then flies. Like maybe it's the control freak in me. Like if I could pilot it, I'm fine with that. But just sit in and hope that this computer just knows what it's doing.
Right.
It freaks me out a little bit right now.
I want to have my hand on the control stick the moment it smashes into the ground.
Yeah, exactly. At least it was my own doing.
The whole way down, I'm gonna be like, at least I tried.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the concept of a flying taxi has been something of dreams and wishes for decades. I mean, you go back to the early 1940s and the world, what is it? The world festival that they would have in like New York and stuff. Everybody was touting. Yeah, World's Fair. They were touting flying cars and everything to that effect. So this is just a dream that, as we see the technology advancing, is really starting to come together. eHang, I think, has the best shot at putting this as...
They're so far ahead. I mean, they already have something that is flying. Again, but when you get into this single person thing, there's a reason there's not many single place manned aircraft out there. They're for the military. They're for air show performers. They're for very specific purposes. I mean, aviation isn't fun by itself. And I guess in this sense, it's to get somewhere. But when are you going somewhere without somebody else? I don't know.
I wouldn't ride.
Up to the masses.
I wouldn't ride in a car that didn't have a driver.
Yeah.
on the ground. I wouldn't do that, you know?
Exactly.
that.
Good point.
Yeah, we will all be dust before there are flying cars. There will be one day, hundreds of years in the future. Once battery technology improves, and once they figure out that whole anti-grav thing, because it ain't going to be propellers. I can tell you that.
Right.
All right.
Good point.
All right. So according to very specific studies on the internet that I've done recently, there are other manufacturers other than DJI that make drones. Auto Robotics recently announced their new Dragonfish, which is a tilt rotor design.
The new Auto Robotics Dragonfish VTOL UAS. The Dragonfish boasts a new tilt rotor design that combines the efficiency of fixed-wing aircraft endurance with the takeoff convenience of traditional multi-rotor drones.
Well, that looks neat. What do you think of that, Jason?
It's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out how that rotation on the wingtip happens. It looks like a pretty fragile little piece, but
yeah, it would have to be really dependable to work correctly.
Transmission range of 30 kilometers. The Dragonfish offers unparalleled performance within its class. The provided GNSS base station and the integrated RTK module allows the Dragonfish to fly confidently
I just
in
like the
complex
uniforms. Like, Ken, if you and I dress like that out in the snow, we could just, fly a Mavic Mini and look cool.
Oh, man. I think you'd look cooler than me. People be like,
You could call me on the radio, though.
like what's that fat guy doing dressed up all in black next to that real thin, good-looking guy?
Dual redundant CAN bus communication enables the real-time monitoring of the rudder surface and motor status.
Gotta wonder what the price on something like this is, because this is this is not for hobbyists. This is for industry.
No. Yeah.
Industrial type. That is neato.
It is super cool.
Oh, I'm being told by my producer that doesn't exist that there's a second version of the Dragonfly from Autel. It's the Autel for when you're tired. It's the Autel Dragon Ass.
Wait, was that another joke?
I'm being told that's absolutely not true, and I just made that up.
All right. So next news,
Hey,
Did we miss another joke, Jeff? I feel like I thought he was going to
It's not. It's not the Dragonfish. It's the Dragon Ass.
He's going to make sure that we understand.
It wasn't funny the second time either, though. That's the problem. Maybe I'm too young. I don't know.
Hey, I will be returning super chats at the end of the show if you don't feel like you've gotten your money's worth.
All right, so the UK police recently shared information about an Heron Skyranger R60 accident. This is a drone that I guess they use for policing areas. And this particular drone had an emergency cutout failure. It fell 70 feet into a pond, and apparently, the pilot that was part of this reported during the flight that he became aware of messages on the flight controller that he just didn't recognize. So he just kept flying until it cut out and fell 70 feet into a pond. That's a fairly expensive drone from what I understand. And so that's probably not going to be on a police budget, tab anytime soon.
Yeah, if you're a police department and you're thinking about starting a drone program, you have to factor in a learning curve,
Well, that, and also get drones that can fly, I guess, longer and not fall 70 feet into a pond. So yeah. All right. So out of Australia, this one is something I thought was really impressive. A guy came up with sort of a new way of saving the day for people using his drone. He came up with a way of using his drone to get a text message out, allowing rescuers to find a stranded group of people. Okay, so the group was stranded, and they attached a phone to a small drone, and they sent it up high because UHF radio waves travel line of sight. And once the drone got high enough that it was able to reach a signal, then they were able to get a text message out requesting assistance. So they used the drone to get away from all of the stuff that was blocking them.
It's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I think, don't they do like internet, like they have internet balloons, like 3G balloons that just float there for
Sure do.
really rural areas.
Yeah, sure do.
And they're like little repeaters. So that's cool. Yeah, what a great idea. Just get that drone up in the air. Of course, the battery's going to run out at some point. I think they use tethered drones to do that instead of balloons as well.
Yeah, there's tethered drones that the cell phone companies, in cases of disaster areas, flooding, hurricanes, etc., they can drive these little trailers out, and the drones, like all packaged into it, and launch it, and it provides cellular service. They did it in Puerto Rico, I believe.
Yeah, I saw that. I've even seen in the pre-COVID days at large public gatherings, everybody's bombarding the LTE or the 3G services, so they'd bring those out there as other repeaters as well, using tethered drones. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
All right, so last in the news, the FAA recently approved a company by the name of American Robotics to fly its automated drone in a box. The concept of a drone in a box has been around for quite a year, but this drone departs from some of that, as its housing is also part of the charging.
Oh, this feels like some kind of force multiplier. Why do they have them caged up? They don't want
they act up.
Yeah. Are they being punished?
Yeah.
Got any more info there, Jeff?
All right, so this particular drone system charges within the carrier, and the drone is, with it being sealed in there, it's a safe harbor from being exposed to the weather, allowing this drone to be used at times when other drones wouldn't be easily set up. And the stations are all fairly autonomous. It can be flown remotely, from I guess a service station that would be able to pilot the drones. And I guess the concept for this, as the video shows, is to be used in industrial areas, places that you would have to do routine flights over and over and over again.
Okay.
And so imagine it being used for security inspections, things like that you would need to do. And to have the drone be able to come back, land, in the box and recharge to be ready for the next time that it has to fly. And if you have multiples of these, while one's in the air, the other three are charging, etc.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Never heard of that. That's a drone in, what do they call it? Drone in a box?
Drone in a box.
Mm-hmm.
Drone in a box. Hold on. I'm going to need to get into costume. Stand by.
We're ready. We can wait.
Okay. No, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Okay. Here, got that. This is my boy band beard.
Ooh, yeah.
Is it
Backstreet or NSYNC? What are you more?
Back sync. 98 degrees.
I'm familiar.
All right. Do I look like a boy band member, even with the gray hair?
Or Elvis.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
I'm afraid.
Hey girl, I got something real important to give you. So just grab my controller and listen.
Girl, you know we've been together such a long, long time.
Such a long time.
And now I'm ready to show you how to fly. Wow. You know it's sunny, so we both should go outside.
Go outside.
Gonna give you something that will get us both real high.
Really high.
A gift real special. It'll knock you off your socks. Take a look inside.
Open it, girl.
It's my drone in a box. Drone in a box, baby.
Yeah.
It's my drone in a box. Not gonna get you a pair of Spanx. That sort of gift won't get me thanks. Not gonna get you a bowl of rags. You must think that I'm some kind of spaz. Not gonna gonna get you a single rose. Nah, girl, this thing won't decompose. Wanna get you something that sounds like bees. It's my drone in a box.
Wow, that was some. You know what? You kind of looked like the Tiger King. Now that I think about it.
I look like a what?
You look like the Tiger King. You know that crazy guy?
No, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Tiger King with some Lonely Island in there, and you're on a boat, man.
You know, that song, that might be lost to people in Australia and who don't know what Saturday Night Live is. But for the rest of you, I had fun doing that.
Yeah, you were a little pitchy, but you're good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Now, Jeff, I know you're worn out. You're worn out from laughing and doing the news. So I will have virtual Jeff do the tag for you for the sponsor.
Tonight's drone news is brought to you by GPC Custom Drone Cases, providing you with the highest quality of professional cases so your investment is always protected when it's not in the air. Custom cases are also available by request. GPC, designed for life, be original and be blue. Use discount code TNL10 for a 10% discount on all purchases at goprofessionalcases.com. Link in the description.
Yeah, link in the description.
Wow. Has GPC ever tested, like, did their sales go up when we went to animated Jeff versus real Jeff? It'd be a fun A/B test to run.
Well, I don't know if it affects GPC sales or anything, but I've been approached by many bachelorette parties to have Jeff come be the sexy cop dancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a sexy cop.
That's right. Huh. They said, bring your nightstick, baby. Jeff, thank you so much. Love you, buddy.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.